Oh, welcome back my gardening friends. Well, we've had a little frost warning. These are my Christmas potatoes. We don't want those to get frosted. And the temperature is going to get down to about 5 degrees tonight, which means here in the rural north of Warwickshire we could get a frost. It is sheltered here, but I'm not going to take a chance. I'm going to pop these in the greenhouse. We've got an easterly wind blowing, so hopefully they will survive. So let's get these in, not necessarily in the warm, but perhaps away from the frost. Well, that's that little job done. They won't have liked it, no doubt, but I can still get at some of the peppers, etc. So they can stay there for now, but the haulms were really long and scrawny because of the rain that we've had, and they've regrew, so they won't have liked it, but hopefully they'll be better in there for next few weeks, and hopefully we've got ourselves some nice fresh potatoes for Christmas Day. It certainly doesn't take long for the potatoes to die off, the later ones that we've planted. Digwell Green Fingers single seed potato challenge, they're still looking quite green. Managed to avoid damaging those with a wheelbarrow, but it won't be long before I'm revealing these anyway to see if I can get a large potato for Malvern. Another job I need to get done is to get the shallots in. I've just been quite lucky actually. I think there's only that one that's gone a little bit mouldy. I thought it might just be the skin, but it's quite soft, so that's not worth doing. And you can see a little bit of activity on those, so we'll get those in. Then we've got my own saved seed, saved seeds, say shallots, saved, whatever you want to call them. These ones were from the green manure, and these ones were just from another bed as a comparison. I will check these, but there's plenty of life in those, so we need to get those planted. And I've treated myself to another. Oh, the wind's playing havoc, guys. It's back again. So these are £2.50, so I couldn't resist them. So I've paid £7.50, I think, for 3 bags. And I always seem to tend to plant one the wrong way, but there's the bum, the plate at the bottom, and that bit there's the top. So we shouldn't get confused. There's 16 in there, all good. So we've gained one. These are the Wiko's red onions. Planting these now, they do tend to go to seed, but even if they go to seed, it's only the middle bit that gets affected. And again here you can see the pointy bit up, and there's his bottom. And I didn't find any bad ones in the last packet, and all these look quite good as well. And that's one pack, and I believe there is 51 there. Just want to start them off a little bit. Got on the capillary matting so they can just soak a little bit of moisture up. Any that don't grow, then I won't get any spaces. That's my intention. So we pop the compost on the top, we don't compact it, and just gently push them in. Now the roots will grow and push them out. We think it's the birds sometimes that do this, but in actual fact it's just the roots. Quite relaxing. So by not compacting, you can pop those in without damaging the plate on the onion sets. Moving on to the elephant garlic, these get planted quite deep. We have to wait until we break them off first. I did do some earlier, but I'm looking for the biggest ones. And again, you can see the plate at the bottom. These won't grow straight away, but they do need a good frost for them to split. The same is with the red Russian garlic as well. I'm only planting a few just to keep my stocks up, because both of those have been sent to me by my creator friends, and the other shallots I've had sent me as well, so I do like to keep them going. And bar gum, I am enjoying the pickled onions from the shallots. So let's get some of these planted, prepare the beds. These potatoes haven't been harvested yet, so let's get those in the polytunnel to keep them moist, not dry, but away from the severe cold over the winter. And then I'll just harvest the buckets as and when we want them. All the radishes that were there are now here. Look at the mess, guys. I am a messy gardener. We've harvested all the viable seeds, pods, took them home, sorted them out. These are the bulbs out of the front garden, and I've been trying to get those all sorted out. Those are those multi-headed daffodils that we had, and I've still got the snowdrops to sort out. We've got a little bit of time, but obviously Malvern's coming up, and I'm filming this on the Friday. Over the weekend I'm going to be getting all my giant veg out, because I've got a hospital appointment on the Thursday that I go to Malvern, so I need the car loaded and ready to go at Thursday dinner time before I go to the hospital. Then on to Malvern we go. Managed to get these in the dry before we had the rain, so I've got those to sort out before they just open themselves up and just drop on the floor. We don't want that, but I'm going to harvest those and get them home, at least put them in a container. Silly me, kick the tripod. This is my homemade compost we've taken from out the polytunnel on something that one of the cucumbers that is finished. A bit dry. Just give that a bit of protection. We'll go and get another one. What happens to a dandelion soon gathers momentum if you don't get them out quickly enough. Planted the elephant garlic deeper than the red Russian. These beds are sinking all the while, they're not very old, so topping them up with my homemade compost again will let them sink. Get the odd bit of debris delivery ad. Should put it in a container really. And we'll top off with some cocoa coir. That'll help reduce the weeds from my homemade compost. So that's another couple of beds done and dusted. I didn't quite have enough of the those, so I've put an extra couple of the gourmet shallots in there, and I've even, like I said, I've put the rotten ones in, and I've put a good one next to it just in case. Green manure is coming on well, and the first sowing of the courgette's just struggling a little bit. But the second sowing is doing really well, and I think we've just started to get some of these now. That's just ready to take. That'll fill 2 of my lunch boxes. Why, thank you. The new roof on this, which is now fixed, is doing well, collecting the rainwater, and I've managed to find time to move enough cocoa coir over from plot 1 to here. Same as this. This is the compost that I find that's unscrupulously dumped by the cannabis growers for all my new subscribers. We're thinking, well, what's he doing with all that? There's my homemade compost. We've got the other slot in so that we can get this one filled up as well, and the last little bit of leaf mould in there will end up going on the asparagus bed once it's died back. And I've noticed these volunteer tomatoes that grew instead of the peas are ripening up nicely. They've climbed up on their own, they've flopped over on their own. Weeds are growing well. I'm sure, yes, there's some nice black cherries there as well. They haven't split because I haven't watered them, excuse me. The side shoots are just running absolutely everywhere, and even buried my little greenhouses that we took off the carrots. Some more pots there that I need to empty out. There's 2 pots of potatoes there. We'll get them inside, clean the weeds off them. It looks like we'll get enough Brussels sprouts for Christmas. I will be revealing most of my giant vegetables this weekend, but you won't get to see those until after the show, so that we don't give anything away. Probably not much to give away this time, but you never know. For those that don't know, these are my long roots. So there's parsnip, carrot, beetroot and a radish, and I hope that they'll come down to here. They won't this year, but it's something really good to do. But I think I had some bad compost or I overfed them, not sure, but not to worry, there is always another year. We'll leave these in here now. Once they start to root and start to green up, we'll find another bed and prepare it. There's the peas. I need to get all these strawberries out. These are getting on for 3 years old now. Any of the new runners I'll save for some of the other beds, because I need somewhere to put the peas. I think I need to have a tidy up. Deary, deary me. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.